Convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Oh, you get 10 of those. Oh, you're going to get 10 plays a game.
Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first carry of the game, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That's some bullshit.
Dobbins
got hurt like that.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Run the fucking route.
We talk about coverage. We're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Fuck yeah.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The ball carried by
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He was brought down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
9 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You did?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Jackson from the shotgun. And
wow.
it'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now.
My goodness, this guy can't get a yard.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bud Dupree drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
What's going to happen
and
there?
Good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll run with McFarland, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Ravens.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Mack gets hit and the ball is free. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson.
Good God.
Here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Taylor's going to keep it himself.
Wow.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson.
Good God, what a play.
Nice
play, guys.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun is Eason. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Jacob Eason. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Eason, able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now Gordon on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
Oh my
Ebron
goodness.
caught left side. Eason 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd and 2, Eason.
Are you fucking
He'll get this complete to Batson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. First and 10, Eason. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Ravens nothing. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
This drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
Jackson.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First down, Baltimore.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Jackson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Eason.
Oh my goodness, making me sick.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Gordon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The handoff.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down, here's Eason. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rolling to his right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
On for the point after.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Raven 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. Trying for
You could, like, go for it, dude.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Eason. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Runs over him. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Down, Raven.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Jackson's pass.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson steps away to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third down, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Goodwin, 27 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Eason sets to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. From the gun, Eason escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power.
And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
Oh.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, that's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin.
Jackson's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Raven 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
27-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
They'll try to run it with Mack. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Ravens 18. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Forced out to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Eason on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's good.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. From the gun is Eason. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Ravens' 1-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Ravens.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Score, Steelers 31, Ravens 18.
do it. Game sucked for me.